Introduction. What is it that you like to do the most in the world? What is the one item or one activity that you cannot get enough of? Have you ever thought that you can make a business out of it? The world of business is changing. In fact, the whole world is changing. That is because of the internet. Humanity is making another revolution, as we did with the invention of the printing press, cars, and airplanes. In this book, Gary Vaynerchuk will teach you how to build your personal brand using social media. You don't need a huge capital or door-to-door selling. You can use the existing social media platforms to find your market, launch your product, and establish your brand. Traditional marketing is dead. Companies used to advertise on television, radio, newspapers, and magazines because that was where the customers were. Now, it's entirely different. From 2-year-old kids to 90-year-old grandmas, everyone is tuned in to the internet. That is where advertisers are now going, because that is where the people are going. You, as the passionate artist, musician, baker, writer, programmer, teacher, dressmaker, pet trainer, dancer, real estate agent, architect, or anything else, should be there showing what you can do. Isn't that exciting? Finally, there is a venue for you to share that unique talent or hobby of yours. This book will help you through. No excuse. All you need is time and effort. Do you know about the guy on YouTube who built mazes for hamsters? Or the team who lined up thousands of dominoes and recorded them while falling? Or the girl who cooked recipes with a super tiny but realistic kitchen set? Who would have known that you could make money from that, right? It doesn't matter what your interest is. You will have followers if you create awesome content. Maybe you think you cannot start a business because you have bills to pay and mouths to feed, but 2 hours every day is enough to start. You might say that there is an economic crisis. Here is the thing. You cannot go wrong if you provide relevant and extraordinary value to people. What if you do not have entrepreneurial skills? What if you are not a business kind of person? You could have a partner who can handle the marketing side while you focus on the creative side. Let's say, for example, that you love fishing. You know a lot about worms, which is fish's favorite food. In fact, you are embarrassed about how much you know about them. Can you make money out of worms? That's ridiculous, right? Well, you can. Imagine a YouTube channel where you talk about fish lures, particularly worms. Many people like you love to fish, and they would be interested in your content. What if you know where to find the best worms that could catch fish 100% of the time? Your passion will show in the content, and people would love it. They might find your channel to be informative, entertaining, or motivating. Then, there could be one viewer who happens to be a driven business developer. As a team, you can expand your reach. You and your partner can develop a website, an online class, or an audio podcast. You can hire people to help you manage your content on the best social media platforms. Because you are an expert in fish lures, some companies might be interested in advertising on your page. For example, a brand of fishing rods. The important thing is to get better at what you do. The opportunities for success would follow. Build your personal brand. The key to making money online is your own personal brand. That is what differentiates you from entrepreneurs who have the same niche. You need to have a clear, authentic personal brand that shows on all your social media platforms. Gary Vaynerchuk started with his YouTube channel called Wine Library TV. When people think of wine, they think of classy old men in suits who swirl the wine in the glass, smell it, and speak in wine connoisseur language. This makes wine complicated and intimidating for people. Gary became passionate about wine because it is his father's business. He grew up helping in the store, and because of that, he learned a lot about wines. In Wine Library, Gary set up a cheap camera, sat on the couch, and talked endlessly about wine. Sometimes he would have guests do a wine tasting with him. Gary speaks in plain, simple English. He is honest, funny, and full of energy. He says it straight if the wine tastes terrible or if it is high quality. Gary doesn't speak like a pretentious wine connoisseur. He's being his usual hyper, talkative self, but he's passionate about wine, and it shows in his videos. Be yourself. Let your personality shine through your content. You have no other choice. The internet makes it hard for anyone to be fake. Be honest and voice out your opinion. Imagine that you are a real estate agent. There are other agents out there who sell a property like it's perfect for the client, even though they know that the old house or commercial building has some flaws. What if you are the kind of real estate agent who honestly talks about the disadvantages of the property? What if you admit that it needs repairs on some parts, or that it is not fit for a specific function? People will trust you because they know that you genuinely care about them. And you do not only want to make money. For example, the British chef, Gordon Ramsay. He curses all the time and he can be harsh towards people. He tells it straight to your face if your dish looks disgusting. Gordon became known as the angry, screaming chef. That is his personal brand. He is highly skilled and he knows what he is talking about. People love him for it. Who cares if your room is messy, or if you don't have makeup on, or if something goes wrong while you're filming the video? People like authenticity. Do not try to be someone else. Most importantly, have fun. A whole new world. Modern technology has made it easier for everyone to bring out their products to the market. It is true for musicians, journalists, actors, chefs, models, animators, writers, or any occupation you can think of. You can launch your personal brand out there on social media today. You don't need an agent or a manager or any middleman. Imagine that you are a rock band member. Decades ago, you needed to find bars that would let you play on stage for pay. Then you hope that there is someone in the audience who works for a recording company and looking for new talent. If you are good, you can get signed and produce an album. Today, you and your band members can compose a song, film yourselves playing it in the garage, and launch it on YouTube. That's it. If you practiced hard and put a lot of creativity into that song, people would surely notice it. Your band will have a fan base, and you will keep them happy with amazing content. Do you know any YouTuber who creates content in the bedroom? All you need is a decent smartphone and an internet connection. You can do movie, book, or product reviews. Even 7-year-old kids can earn by unboxing toys and playing with them. Gary Vaynerchuk says you've got to launch your personal brand out there on social media as soon as you can because you're missing out. Many talented people do not need to work for anyone anymore because they can land an incredible gig by themselves. You can be yourself. Do what you love. Work at your own place at your own time and reach as many people as you can with your content. Your audience is the whole world. If you don't go online, you will be as dead as dinosaurs. You will be among the extinct companies and brands which did not adapt to the digital world. Here are some questions for you to ponder. First, are you happy with your current job? Do you wake up in the morning excited to go to work? Can you honestly say that you look forward to Monday mornings? Second, does your company allow you to have a public persona, either about your profession or your hobby? Are you allowed to offer your services online, which is separate from your position in the company? Do you love your job so much that you are willing to pass on the big opportunities available on the internet? Having a steady paycheck is comfortable and reassuring. However, if you're not happy at work and your company doesn't allow you to maximize your skills, then maybe it's time for a change. For example, if you work as a fast food manager but you love sneakers more than anything else in this world, then you can earn money by talking about them. Imagine the possibilities. Create great content. Hopefully, you are now convinced that you can crush it on the internet. How do you create great content? Here are some tips. First, keep learning. Second, tell stories. Third, choose the right medium. Sure, you are passionate about sneakers, video games, nail polish, or cupcakes, and you know a lot about it. You should continue to educate yourself. You should keep learning more about the topic. Read books, magazines, newsletters, or anything you can find. Attend seminars and workshops. The best part about it is you can meet people who have the same interests, and you can build connections. Keep improving. Find ways that can make your videos, blogs, and posts more interesting and valuable. People love good stories. Sharing your stories with the audience is part of how they will enjoy, know, and trust you. If a stranger comes to you and tries to sell you a product, would you say yes? Of course not. You would quickly walk away. This is the same with the people who would come across your posts or videos online. For example, if you're a real estate agent based in Clark, New Jersey, then you can tell interesting stories about the town and the property you want to sell. Tell the client about what you love most about the town. If you're a doctor, talk about the unique cases you saw recently. Talk about the latest treatments or your opinions about the flu vaccine. If you are a salesman, share why you love to sell or what's your most effective technique. Talk about your biggest challenges or the most interesting clients you had. Your connection with the audience is important. Share a part of yourself with them. Let them know you. If you tell good stories and give great value, you will have avid fans and repeat customers who will refer you to people they know. The last tip is to choose the right medium. Have you come across a boring blog? You probably didn't finish it because it's too long, monotonous, and lifeless. 3 things might be wrong. 1, the owner chose the wrong topic. 2, the owner chose the wrong medium. 3, it's a combination of both. Some people belong in front of the camera, others are good at writing, and some are good at speaking. Choosing the right medium means to choose where you are most comfortable sharing your content. Is it through videos, blogs, podcasts, or photos? Gary Vaynerchuk loves talking in front of the camera, but he is a terrible writer. If you are camera shy, there are still other options for you to make content. You can make animation or put music and captions on your video. Your passion will shine more if you use the right medium. Hustle. You have your favorite thing and the perfect platform for you to share it with. Whether you choose videos, blogs, podcasts, or photos, it is part of your identity and your personal brand. Now, it's time for you to hustle. There is no instant success, even on social media. You have to build your relationship with the customers. If you backtrack on the posts of your favorite internet idol, you will see that it took a couple of years for the business to take off. The earliest posts are not as good as the latest one. You will not earn big by creating a blog and publishing little content. You need to work hard. You need to keep creating, keep finding where your target clients are, and give more value to your existing customers. If you keep the fans happy, they will bring more people to you. You cannot work 3 hours a day, watch Netflix the rest of the time, and expect to succeed. These are the perks of building a business about your passion. Work and play become the same thing. You don't need to unwind and take a break because you are having fun at work. You know you have it right when you are always excited to make new content. You lose track of time while doing it. You go to bed dreaming of great plans, and you wake up in the morning eager to hustle once again. Most importantly, you need patience. Some people approach Gary V and ask him, "I'm hustling and crushing it online, yet nothing's happening." Then Gary learned that they've only been doing it for a few months. Do you think a new restaurant will make big profit within a few months? No. The owner has to be patient. He needs to keep learning and get up after every failure. It is just the same online. Building a business is like running a marathon, not a sprint. You need persistence, endurance, and discipline. If this is really your passion, you should be willing to work harder than ever before. This is the difference between an employee with a steady paycheck and an entrepreneur. An employee is paid for every hour of work. An entrepreneur is not. You should be willing to hustle, invest time and effort because you are still laying the foundations of the business. If you give great value, people will start to notice and the money starts to come in. Create community. How do you create a fan base? How do you gain repeat customers who would also refer you to their friends? How do you get subscribers who are always waiting for your next posts? Creating content is just one part of the job. You have to build your online community. First, create your blog. Publish the content you've been working on so far. Second, look for other blogs in the same niche as you. Comment on each post. Your comment should be informative, helpful, and interesting. It gives people a glimpse of what they can do. Include the link to your own blog. Third, it's time to capture. The blog owner and the followers would have noticed you and become curious. They will check out your blog and follow you too. Fourth, your blog needs to have call to action buttons. It should be there on every page. The audience should see it at once. The call to action buttons include subscribe, share, follow me, etc. Fifth, pay attention to your followers. Read their comments and reply to them. Listen to their content suggestions. As you create more valuable content for your followers, they will share your posts and tell their friends about you. Let's say you started your blog and you have 3 followers. That's good enough already. It means that you are doing the right thing. Interact with these people and make friends with them. Most importantly, remember the best marketing strategy ever. This one never fails, no matter what you sell. Care for your customers. Genuinely care. Always be friendly. Happy, satisfied customers will soon become your marketers. Make the world listen. Gary Vaynerchuk shared the step-by-step guide on how you can build a successful social media business. For example, you are an accountant. You finally decide that now is the time to crush it. Step number 1. Visit godaddy.com, buy your domain name. It's got to be your first name, last name.com. If that is not available, then try yourname.tv. Gary Vaynerchuk got it on the first try. If you have a common name like Robert Smith, that's probably taken. You need to be creative. bobthebudgetman.com is more fun and interesting. Number 2, create a WordPress account using the domain you just bought. Number 3, you need a web designer. If you can't afford it yet, that's okay. WordPress has a lot of awesome themes you can choose from. The point is, web design is important. Imagine going into an expensive boutique. The products are not just stored there as is. A lot of planning goes into the display and the setup of the store. Even the front window display is well thought out. Your blog is like your boutique. It has to be attractive and catchy. It has to represent your personal brand, and the call to action buttons should be noticeable. Number 4, make a Facebook fan page. Number 5, make a Twitter account using your domain name. Number 6, produce your content. Let's say you make a video series called Fun Facts from the CPA. There you can explain tax rules in a simple, clear, fun way. You can share finance tips for individuals and businesses. Put out as much content as you can. Some of your colleagues might say that you are giving away your services for free. Offering great value out there on your platforms makes more people trust you. When they need accounting help, who do you think the viewers would go to? An accounting firm they haven't heard of, or Bob the Budget Man who does this informative and entertaining video? As mentioned earlier, be yourself and tell your story. Make friends with your followers. Genuinely care about them. Number 7, search Twitter for hashtags like accounts payable, taxes, 401k, or anything related to your expertise. Follow as much as you can. Number 8, search Google for accounting blogs like yours. Check out each of them and leave a nice comment. Don't forget the link to your blog. Number 9, search for accounting groups on Facebook. Search for fan pages too. Join as many as possible. Choose the active ones with many members. Number 10, repeat every day from number 6 to 10. You need to keep hustling. You need to generate more leads. Keep creating better, more valuable content and talk with your followers. Know where you can find more and introduce yourself. Give as much value to people as you can. Your goal is to have loyal customers who trust you, who repeat doing business with you, and refer you to people they know. Happy, satisfied customers would talk about you and your products. They would do the marketing for you. Then the money flows into your business and you can use it to get even better. Good things come to those who hustle. Conclusion. You learned that the internet has created incredible opportunities for everyone. No matter what your occupation or hobby is, you can make a business out of it online. The right time is now. Throw your excuses out of the window. You have the opportunity to be your own boss and to reach as many people as you can. You learned about personal brand. You don't need to change anything. Just be yourself. Find the medium you are comfortable with. It can be videos, blogs, animation, photos, podcasts, or whatever. You learned that you need to hustle and build a community. Figure out who your target clients are. Look for the groups, pages, or forums they go to and leave comments. It takes a while to gain a following, but just continue. Keep making content, connecting with people, and improving your skill. Most of all, genuinely care. Give as much value as you can and make friends with your followers. This is the ultimate secret to success. Thank you for watching Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. How to build your personal brand. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more content.